What are your plans for making this community more attractive to younger people, particularly those in the 25 to 40-year-old demographic? What are your plans for making this community more attractive to younger people, particularly those in the 25 to 40-year-old demographic? John Ferguson.
What is the plan, if I understand correctly, right, to make Vicksburg and Warren County more attractive to young people between the ages of 25 and 40? It would be great to have my sons here, who are between the ages that between 29 and 40. The first thing to get them here and keep them here is to provide jobs for them. If you don't have the jobs, you're not going to attract them. So it's important that we do everything we can to create jobs so that they will come, so that they will stay. And then you need to provide the amenity that they have the time to do other things besides work. Recreation is very important. So we have to expand and create a better recreation program so that they, as young people, can have things to do and be interested in promoting. We got to do a better job of creating housing, affordable housing, for the young people to come and stay. Besides creating jobs, recreation, and housing, we have to be friendly.
Thank you, Mr. Ferguson. Paul Winfield.
I have all night to talk about that. I fit in that category. You know, ladies and gentlemen, it's very important for young people, and I'd say, no offense to anybody, age range from 45 to, say, 18 to 20. It's important that Vicksburg become a community where people can live, they can work, and they can play. Live, work, play. It's very important that, one, there be job opportunities where we don't feel that there's a glass ceiling. Number two, young professionals especially are respected for their ideas. You know, it's been very tough. You know, I was one of the few people in my age range who was the county attorney and doing things where most of the men were as old as my father. And it's been very tough as a young mayor. I haven't had very many olive branches extended. And so it gets lonely. And so they look at the news. They see how the mayor gets beat over the head. Who wants that but a glutton for punishment? Or someone who really loves this community. And so they think about, do I need that? Or should I go somewhere, Dallas, Atlanta, Houston, chasing career opportunities? Under the theme of living and working and playing, there have got to be recreational outlets, and there's got to be a social life. It's very difficult to bring someone into Vicksburg, and you don't have the eateries, and then there's a lot of resistance from some of our local mom and pops to resist national influence. We've had to battle that over the last term. And the people have got to rally behind this type of leadership. You can't expect one man to get it done, or a lady.
David Day.
What can we do to improve our community for the younger people, 25 to 40? That's the age that we're having and raising children. And the people are exiting our community at that age because they don't believe in our schools. They don't believe that this is a good place to raise your children. And unfortunately, I have to admit, my family's been a victim of that as well. Two of my grandchildren have left this community because they didn't believe in our system. That was the tipping point that made me decide to run for mayor. I want my grandkids back. To do that, it's going to take all of us. It takes the people on this panel and the people in this audience and the shop owners here. And it takes all of us to, first of all, believe that we can make this a place to live, to raise our children, to retire, and to invest. We can do that. Starting with our school system, we have a pretty good school system. We have some really good teachers. We have a pretty good administration. What we don't have is a culture that encourages educational success. We've got to change our culture, and we can do that through positive encouragement from the mayor's office. We can encourage a young lady, like this beautiful young lady here in the front. She does a great project. Let's get her on the front page of the paper with her project and sitting in the mayor's office or getting some type of recognition for doing what she does. Why not be positive and focus on the positive and take the power of the mayor's office and turn it into a positive Vicksburg? Because a positive Vicksburg is what we need. It's not what we've been getting, but that's what we need and where we can go. You got to have things to do. I'm a restaurateur. I want 20 restaurants in Vicksburg, I guarantee you. But that's only going to happen if people come in and support those restaurants. And support those restaurants, they got to have a job, a good paying job. Not a minimum wage job, a good paying job. To get those good paying jobs in here, people have to believe this is a place they can come, create a business, make money, raise their kids, and retire. You got to have moral leadership to do that, and I hope that you believe I'm the guy to do that job.
Linda Fondren.
Thank you. If you have a rundown house in your neighborhood, it brings your property values down. If you fix it up, you raise the property values for everyone there. So for the city of Vicksburg, we have to beautify Vicksburg. It's a beautiful city that we have, but we need to start investing more in our infrastructure. One of the things that will attract more young people here is education, which we all agree with. We must get busy and do something about our schools. Our schools are our community. Our community is our schools. We have got to put more effort into our schools. One of the other things we can do is biking trails or walking trails. We need more parks. We need more green space. When young people come here, young people like the outdoors. One of the things I've noticed is we stay inside a lot. We have a beautiful city. So I think we need to get outside more. And when we get outside more, this is what young people want to do. So we need to create that environment and create a beautiful city. I have to tell you a story. I was at an art show in Jackson, and a lady sat next to me, and she told me that all of your people that work there, they won't live in Vicksburg. I said, really? I said, well, that's sad. We want to get them back. She told me, you never get them back because your schools suck, part of our language. You don't have playgrounds there for their children. You are not even close to Madison. I was so saddened by that, and I knew we got to do something, but we can't talk about it. We need to get busy, put some action behind it, and we need to make this happen. It's been talked about for far too long. Let's get busy, let's get behind our schools, and let's make them successful. Let's make our children successful.
One of my backgrounds is a real estate broker, and I'm here to tell you, we do have those 25 to 40-year-olds coming back to the city of Vicksburg. And why are they coming back? Our environment, first of all, is trying to get a lot safer than what it used to be. It might look like it's turning bad, but it's not. If you compare our city to any other city, we still have a great quality of life. We do have the neighborhood parks. We tried to buy Silver Park a little years ago, asked the board of supervisors, trying to deal with that bridge and making it into a walking park. But it's all still a matter of people working together. Affordable housing. We do have the affordable housing program. Rural development was just extended again to September. Under affordable housing, young people and not so young people can get a home without a down payment. One thing that the people are looking for that we don't have is entertainment. For those ages, people need more entertainment. And I'm not talking about, as we call it, juke joints. I'm talking about those places that you can feel safe by going in and listening to the music, or just being able just to sit down and cool out for a little while, to get away from the children that's hollering at the house. But Vicksburg is a beautiful place. It just takes us working together as we can and communicating, because we have the assets here. All it takes is us working together. Thank you.
George Black.
Yes, if you look on my card,
Turn it on.
Turn it on.
Start the
Working for youth development and better education opportunity. This comes from talking to some of the youth that you just talked about, from 25 to 40. In my campaign, I had a function for the youth. Some 200 and some youth came to that function and we talked. I shared their vision, their understanding of Vicksburg. You know what they told me they wanted? Just the opportunity to maximize their potential. They want to be utilized in government. They want to be appointed to boards. They want to participate just like everybody else. That's the group that's the best and brightest of our community. They just want an opportunity. And that's what I want to do, give them that opportunity so we can create some more young entrepreneurs and give them the capital by having an incubator and a mentoring program at City Hall that recruits them and then turn around and educate them so that they can take their lifelong money, or they can go to a banking institution and borrow money to put their dream into action. That's what I want to do. And that's where this component comes from. Because I talk to the youth. I talk to them because they told me they care about this city. And they care about it deep, and they're passionate and compassionate about this city. So that's what I want to do. That's the greatest group that you can recruit, by going to Alcorn State University, going to Hines Community Junior College, and recruit them early. But you know you got to do it too. You got to be a leader by example. You got to show them that they can lead too, just like we led in the Mississippi legislature. They can do it too. You got to show them they can do it. If you lead the young people, they will follow you.